to this episode of Sarah Uncut, where today I'm going to be talking to you about the best way to actually think about your small business. I know, just think. And I know I'm all about action and productivity and just get started. And I teach you these things. But today I want to talk to you about how important it is to think about your business. Spoiler alert, it's not about you. Let's get to it. Hey guys, Sarah Walton here. If you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Sarah Walton. I'm an intuitive business coach and a sales expert. Love teaching you how to sell and enjoy your life and have a really profitable business at the same time without making yourself crazy. Anyway, so if you're liking what you're hearing so far, thinking about your business, go ahead and hit subscribe and you'll always be notified when I give you more gooey goodness about how to have a great business and a great life. So here's the deal, guys. All right. How do you think about your small business? This is such an important philosophy and a way to approach your business that I don't think everybody talks about, because we get so busy, especially when you're running a small business. There is so much to manage. There's so many different things to think about on the daily. You're looking at cash flow. If you have employees or contractors, you're making sure that they're okay. You're making sure they're getting their deliverables in on time. You're making sure your clients and customers are happy. That's a lot to manage. And then here, little people like me come in and go, how do you think about it? And I'm teaching you like, hey, you got to stop and think about this once in a while too. And one of the best things I can teach you to do is think about how you can delight your clients and customers, not just take care of them. Not just like, hey, how can I deliver on the service or product that I promise? Yes, please do that. That's very important. But beyond that is thinking about how can I surprise or delight them? And that idea, delight, it's actually Marie Forleo started doing this in B School a long time ago, where she would talk about surprise and delight. And I love that idea. The word delight really gets to me. And there's so many wonderful things that you can do that don't cost a lot of money. And there are some that you can do that do cost some money, right? Like that's totally up to you. But the idea is, how do you surprise someone totally out of the blue where they're like, oh my gosh, I love working with this small business. One of my favorites here, I have a couple people here that I love. I'm just gonna give some shout outs. So the Lake Life Company, I don't know if you guys can see this. I love this candle company. 2 women started this, and I gotta tell you, you know what they surprise me with all the time I love? $5 coupons, discounts, surprise scents. I love it. It makes me so, so happy. And that's just one example of the things that you can do. I like to surprise my clients with bracelets or journals or sometimes just flowers. I love doing that. It's so exciting. And it means so much to the person on the other end when they're like, oh my gosh, what? Right? That's really a great way to make sure your small business is expanding. And hi, can we talk about word of mouth? They don't know I'm doing this, by the way, right? But like word of mouth, it matters. Right? That people are constantly saying, you won't believe what happened today. You won't believe what someone just did. And you don't have to be big, right? You don't have to be some huge conglomerate business, and you don't have to make it expensive, like I was saying. And yes, of course, it's about bringing people back in, but more than that, it's about making sure that every single person that works with you is happy to tell somebody else about what they've experienced. And we all know the negatives go viral. Verbally, I'm not even talking about like internet viral. They go viral faster, right? When someone's been done wrong, they'll talk about it, and they'll talk about it a lot, right? And so that's another opportunity for us to surprise and delight even those that maybe didn't work out as well as we'd hoped, or they weren't exactly happy, that we want to make sure those people have that feeling of being surprised and delighted as well. We just love that idea. And then the other way that I want you to think about your small business is I'd love for you to actually think about what your overall mission is. And that sounds so silly, but I was actually listening to the founder of Twitter, and I know there's controversy there. Just hang with me. It doesn't mean that, all of the ideas are bad, right? Okay. Hold on to your hats and glasses. But I was listening to him talk about how important it is to be clear on your own mission, so that as people come in and support you on the back end of your business, right, you start to hire people, or you're having contractors come in. And that's everyone from your bookkeeper or accountant all the way up to somebody who does some front-facing things like running your social media, those sorts of things, that these people understand what your small business is trying to do in the world. Like, why does this sucker exist? Like, why are we all coming to work all day, and why do we care? And so being able to ask somebody that you are talking to about working in your business with you, that you're able to say, why do you want to work with us? What is it about this small business that had you come in today? Understanding that and having someone be able to answer that is really, really important. And I'm talking about the back end of that, and I think that's really, really critical, but on the front end as well. So clients and customers coming in, what had you come in today? What had you book this call? What had you check out our website? What had you want to work with us? Those things are so important, and it's so easy for us to get caught up in the day-to-day that we actually miss these important thinking moments about how people interact with our business. And then before we go today, I just have one more small one. If you've ever heard me speak all through the pandemic in Coffee with Coach, this was a big theme of those conversations, and I want to bring it back inside of how to think about your small business, and that is, how do you want people to feel when you leave the room? I love this question because there are so many of us who are interacting all day long, and there's so much that we have going on. We forget to set that intention. And as a business owner, right? So that's you on your personal level. That's you maybe if you're a speaker. That's you if you are doing a presentation. How do people feel when you leave the room? It might be you even at a networking event or at a friend's birthday party. You should also be thinking about it there too. On the other side of that as a small business owner is, how do you want your customers to feel after they've interacted with you? How do you want them to feel the first time they see you? How do you want them to feel the first time they land on your website? How do you want them to feel the first time they receive a package or service from you? What is the experience that they are having? And I told you before, how could you think about how to surprise and delight your customer? This is more about how do you actually want them to feel every time they get to interact with you or your brand or your business. All right, I hope this was super duper helpful. If you like this video, please give us a like below. Don't forget to subscribe because I love giving you the gooey goodness anytime you need it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode.